What small thing takes your anger from 0 to 60 in 1 second flat? Hitting my head on an inanimate object like the corner of a cabinet. Have no clue why, because I don't normally have a temper. But that happening makes me want to grab an axe and chop the fucking thing down. This makes me irrationally angry. Usually, I'll also start yelling at the inanimate object. Fuck you. Fucking cabinet ass bitch. It seems to help. Sometimes. Fucking cabinet ass bitch got me skull. IIRC. There was a study that found that swearing helps subdue physical pain. Probably placebo. But still interesting. My husband has an awful habit of leaving the cabinets open. I'm constantly closing them and reminding him of it. One morning I was getting my coffee half asleep and hit the edge of the open cabinet with my half asleep head. I'm surprised he is still living tbh. I was heated. This should be higher up. Any sharp knock on the head and I turn into a rage monster. Getting my earbud cord snagged on something and am ripping from my ears sends me into a rage like no other. I cannot understand why they want me so mad. People who cut lines. But they probably are very important people that have a much more worthwhile life than you, and that means they should go first. Do you know who I am? Had one lady cut in front of me. When confronted I get no English. She put her basket of groceries down, so I click it 3 aisles over. What the F dollar at percent you doing? Oh, you speak English now, do you? An entire grocery aisle blocked by one person and their cart. Oh God, don't go to Denmark. They are wonderful people but absolutely ignorant to anything and everything going on around them. Pushy people who don't accept no for an answer and pester the hell out of you until you're basically forced to get mean. For sure, my mom always taught us to ask twice. Then give up if it's still a no. I still follow that rule. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? People not turning on the blinker. Slamming on the brakes to turn. And then turning on the blinker the second before they turn. For real, they must think that last second decision to put on the turn signal makes it all better. One of my best friends is such an asshole driver, but she doesn't realize it. She tailgates constantly, causing her to have to brake hard and often, so yeah, it's very uncomfortable to be a passenger in her car. And never uses her turning signals even though she claims to use them when she needs to. You need to use it all the damn time. Other drivers are not mind readers. I also hate that she looks for an opening to merge lanes but doesn't signal. And I've even told her before, if you put on your signal to let others know what you want to do, people are more likely to give you the space to do it. One time a bunch of us were hanging out and we decided to go somewhere, requiring 2 cars to take us all there. She and I drove, and she knew how to get there, so we decided that I would just follow behind her. And it never once dawned on her to use signals to let me know what she was about to do. And she did her classic last-second turns. It was like she was trying to lose me. But no matter what I say, she doesn't change her ways. She just thinks I'm annoying to have in her car, lol. Getting stuck behind slow walkers. People who walk in groups side by side and take up the entire sidewalk. If a building has a set of double doors, obviously one is used for entering the building and the other one is used for exiting the building. Now, why the fuck would you try to push by me when there is literally another door right there? The strangest part is when people stare at you for daring to open the other door. People touching, using other people's things without permission. People putting their greasy fingers on my computer monitor. The vacuum cleaner, odd I know. But when I was a kid the noise used to wake me up on cleaning days. I hate everything about the vacuum and actually dented a wall one time trying to fight with the cords on the damn thing. Are you a dog? Nah, just a cat. People who don't understand how right-of-way works while driving and then proceed to honk at me because they made an incorrect and unpredictable maneuver almost causing an accident. Aren't you so tempted to get out of your car with video and diagrams and explain to them why they are such an idiot? Littering. I know it's a small thing, but it absolutely infuriates me. Shows a complete lack of regard for cleanliness, civic sense and care for the environment. Yes, especially cigarettes. Can feel my blood boil when I see one tossed out the car window at a stoplight. Driving home from grocery store. Make a turn and hear the groceries all start rolling around the trunk. I get furious. Fucking apples everywhere. People doing things exactly opposite of what would help them, then complaining about it. People asking for advice, doing the opposite, and then whining that the advice didn't help. Tetris misdrops. Bad Tetris piece RNG. Where are you straight line block? People who stand in line at coffee shop, fast food place, etc. For a while anything over 5 minutes IMO, but then take forever to decide what to order when they're up at the counter. You had plenty of time to look at the menu and figure out what you want. There are people waiting behind you. If you need more time, get to the back of the line, you inconsiderate moron. The worst are those that do this at stadium food stalls. The rest of the line should be legally allowed to slap them. Airplane style. This so much. I witnessed a rather confrontational barista call someone out for doing this at a coffee shop many years ago, and I still think about it all time. That woman is a hero. Entering my room without knocking. Not that I am masturbating all the time. I just don't like people invading my space unannounced. Then leaving the door open on their way out. Having my expectation of the finish line moved is something I really need to work on in terms of going from 0 to 60 mad. You get off work at 4:30. At 4 o'clock, you're daydreaming about the rest of your day after work. 4:15 comes around, and someone has something on fire that needs worked on for an hour. You're cooking a meal. The sauce is simmering. Just need to sear the meat. You open the refrigerator to get it and find that someone has already consumed the ingredient you were depending on. Now you need to change your plan or go to the store. You finish cleaning the house and sit down to relax. The cat vomits all over the stairs. Back to cleaning. You're grocery shopping. On your way to the car with your full cart. You get a text message. Can you pick up eggs? Back to the store. Fucking this. Changed plans are awful. When I plan a day around a leisure activity and then my wife tells me about a social function last minute, I contemplate whether I still wanna be alive. If someone touches my face. If you want me to shut up, tell me. Don't cover my mouth with your dirty hand. If you want to slap me playfully, do a light shoulder punch. Don't touch my face. Don't do it. Don't touch my fucking face. Don't touch my face. For clarification, in an intimate moment I enjoy a good face touch. If it is respectful and considerate, then I'm all for it. But otherwise, good lord, don't touch my face. Does this happen to you often? I'm so confused. But I totally agree. I don't like being touched at all unless by close friends, family. Who the heck would think it's okay to just touch somebody's face? Technology not working the way it's fucking supposed to. The fucking spinning circle on videos that pops up halfway through when the connection is slow. The Wi-Fi goes out. I send a text, and it says, not delivered. I plug my computer into my printer and it doesn't show up on the list of printers. Seriously. Fuck. Printers. All IT people hate printers, and if they say otherwise they are lying to you. Loud chewing. Makes my blood boil. Same. Misophonia is real, and made worse when they eat where they shouldn't be, or b. included is their gums smacking and squishing. Time left on the microwave after use. If you're done, clear the damn thing. Wet socks. I'm a weirdo, but it's fine. There is nothing worse than walking around in socks and stepping in something wet. Awful. When people don't pull over to the side of the road when they are in a minor accident. Especially on a highway. I got rear-ended earlier this year. Bad enough that the car that hit me was totaled. My kid was in the car and both of us were taking a moment to make sure we were okay. I took some deep breaths. Looked around. Asked the kid if they were okay. Gave them a pat on the leg. Not even 2 minutes after I was hit. People were yelling at me, not asking anyone in either car if they were okay, to get off the road, and you need to move over, going around us and honking at us to move. It was in a town. Side roads. Not a highway. Anyways. Point is, I think many people know they need to move. And they should. But give them a minute to take a breath and ensure their limbs are intact. Anyone abusing animals. This isn't a small thing and is very illegal. The moment I realize I forgot something at home or work that I have to go back for. Yeah, that's when you actually consider beating yourself in the face. When I drop things. I have no clue why. Especially when you drop something and it bounces off somewhere * into the fucking void * and it's nowhere near where you thought it would be.